Hello guys, how's everybody doing? Today's topic, are alien civilizations interested in meeting us or in observing us? And looking through a particular angle, having an assumption here, we're assuming that there's alien civilizations out there that are vastly more um, technologically advanced, maybe other ways of being advanced, but mostly, a lot more technologically advanced. And would they be interested in talking to us, or not necessarily talking to us, but in just in observing us? Because there has been, this has been a quite an interesting debate. Over the years, I've noticed basically two camps. One camp says, if an alien civilization is significantly technologically advanced, then they wouldn't, compared to us, then they would have nothing to really talk to us. They would be so far advanced that they wouldn't want to. They would have nothing to gain from talking to us, and we would be so insignificant to them that that wouldn't happen. They wouldn't, come here just to observe us. And then there's the second camp that says, well, no, we are actually interested, we as humans, so taking the examples of humans, we are actually interested in observing ants and observing other animals that are, less advanced than us, and even different tribes, right? And I think the I think the question, there's many layers to dissect this question. I think that the folks that are defending, they are basically saying, yes, we observe ants here on Earth. Why not? Of course, an alien scientist would be very interested in observing us. I think that's the wrong way to look at us, because the ant or at least the example is not very well thought out. Because yes, we do look, as humans, we do look at ants, and we study them, and we're very interested. Some of us, some scientists, a small percentage really of us are interested in ants. But put that aside, we are interested in ants, but we are not interested in all of the ants. I think this is what people are missing. This is a huge thing that folks are missing. They're making this defense, or they're making this point. There are how many colonies of ants on this planet? We haven't observed even 1%, no, not even 0.001% of all the ants on this earth we haven't observed. So yes, although we are interested in ants, we are only interested in a significant enough, portion where we can make a good judgment call of what are these ants doing, and to study them. So that's one important point. So if an alien civilization is out there, and there are a lot of civilizations like us, below us, above us, and ants, right? Because that's the comparison. The comparison means that there's a lot of different civilizations out there. A very advanced civilization would basically just say, um, yeah, we are interested in just sampling a few of them. We don't have the time, the patience, and really the resources to inspect all of them. So, not a great comparison. On the other hand, obviously, if we are the only civilization in this galaxy, and there is just one advanced civilization out there, then of course they would be interested in observing us. So that makes sense. But it's not the same comparison in us and the ants. It would be a comparison as, if it would be basically us and Neanderthals, right? And I think that would be the most kind of direct comparison that you could make. If Neanderthals existed today, we would definitely love to study them. If there was one population of Neanderthals somewhere out there, we'd be all over that, right? So that's one point. The other point that I want to bring is, again, only as taking us for example, and since we only know Earth, um, taking us for example, I think it's only a very small percentage of the population here on the planet, of humanity, that is actually interested in science. That's interested in science. That's interested in research, in studying ants. And really, those are not the folks that hold, I would say, any power. right? They don't hold, like, this is the scientists, the researchers, they don't actually hold the power on this planet. So if you're gonna make the same assumptions, it would be very interesting to say that, yeah, there's a civilization out there. Of course, scientists would want to, let's say we're amongst the few and we get chosen as the sample. But really, would it be the scientists that in that civilization, that maybe those scientists really don't hold that much power? And yeah, and what does that really mean for us? Because, like, for example, let's say you want to build a house, a construction crew comes in and just demolishes any anthills that are in their way. For the most part, scientists are not scientists looking at them. So yeah, just a couple of things that I thought are interesting to note as it comes to this comparison. I think it's really a comparison that doesn't really make sense, or at least it has to be explained a lot better if we're gonna continue to make it. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and yeah, have a great rest of the week.